Welcome student. Today I am going to explain chapter 3 metal and metals part 9 refining. After reduction of metallic oxide we obtain metals. That metals are not totally pure, so it requires refining. So refining of metals. What are refining of metals? The metal obtained from the ore is not pure. It contains various substances as impurities. The process of removing these impurities is called refining of the metal. Some general methods of refining is first one, liquefaction. What is liquefaction? So this is a process in which raw metals are heated in a hearth to separate the pure metal. In this process is used to separate metals of high melting points. Metals of high melting point. In this process, a sloping hearth like this, a sloping hearth is used. The hearth is kept at a temperature a little above the melting point of the metal. The impure metal is placed at the top of the hearth. The metal melts and closes down the hearth. The infusible impurities are left behind. This method is used in the purification of tin. Here is a figure of liquefaction process in which here is a hearth, that is a sloping surface, and it is a furnace that gives heat upward. We put impure metals on this side, and when heat is applied, it melted and pure metal is separated in a container. So this process is known as liquefaction, because pure metals are changes into liquid and impurities are left behind. So in this method we convert solid metals into liquid, and impurities are left behind on the hearth. Second one is polling. What is polling? Polling is a process in which copper is purified. The molten impure copper is stirred through a thoroughly with poles of green wood. The gases escaping from the poles reduce the oxide of metal to the metal. The surface of the molten copper is kept covered with powdered charcoal so that copper may not be re-oxidized in contact with air. So we use poles of green wood, and the name is coming from this word polling. And this process is mainly used for copper, for the purification of copper. Third method is electrolytic refining. For this process we need a electrochemical cell. In this method is used widely for purification of metals. Several metals such as aluminium, copper, tin, lead, gold, zinc and chromium are purified by this method. The impure metal is made the anode, while a strip of pure metal acts as the cathode. This is anode and this is cathode. It is a strip of pure metal and it is a block of impure metal, same metal. and here is a solution. A solution of salt of the metal act as the electrolyte. These are electrolytes. On passing electric current through the solution, pure metal gets deposited on cathode on this side. The more reactive impurities present in the metal to be purified go into solution and remain there. Go into the solution and remain there, and the less reactive impurities fall to the bottom of the electrolyte, in this side of the cell. So this is the main purification method. First one is liquefaction, second one is boiling, and third one is electrolytic refining. Now we have to know about the metallurgy of iron. Metallurgy of iron. Symbol of iron is Fe, and atomic number is 26. Electronic configuration of iron is 2, 8, 14 and 2. Last cell contain 2 electrons, and penultimate cell contain 14 electrons, and this penultimate cell is incomplete cell, d orbital, and so it is a transition element. What are important ores of iron? First of all, we have to know what are the important ores of iron. Here is some important ores of iron. First one is that is used mainly in the extraction of iron is hematite, Fe2O3. Second one is magnetite, Fe3O4. Third one is limonite, 2Fe2O3 into 3H2O. Fourth one is siderite, FeCO3. Fifth one is iron pyrite, FeS2. So these are the important ores of iron that are used in the extraction of iron. So now we did extraction of iron from hematite ore. First process is dressing. Or enrichment of the ore. In this process, the big lumps of the ore are broken into small pieces and then washed with water to remove clay, sand and other adhering impurities. The ore thus becomes ready for treatment in the blast furnace. Now enriched ore are taken into the blast furnace for smelting in the blast furnace. In this process, the concentrated ore is mixed with coke and limestone. The mixture is charged at the top of a blast furnace. The following reactions occur in the furnace. First one, as the charge comes down to the 873 Kelvin region, the iron oxide is reduced by the ascending carbon monoxide gas produced by the burning of coal. So the reaction is coke react with oxygen and form carbon monoxide and this carbon monoxide rises up and react with hematite. That reduces hematite to iron and carbon dioxide is released and come out from this side. The iron thus obtained is called sponge iron. At this side of the blast furnace, the iron obtained is called sponge iron. In the second case, at the 1273 Kelvin region, first one is 873 Kelvin region and second one is 1273 Kelvin region, the silica is converted to slag. For this, calcium carbonate is heated that changes into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. These calcium oxide react with silica and changes into calcium silicate, that is a slag. Now at the 1573 Kelvin region, a sponge iron melts and dissolves carbon, phosphorus, silica, etc. The slag also fuses. The molten mass collects at the base of the furnace. The slag floats over it. The slag floats over it. Slag is floating here, and this is molten metal that is separated out from this side, and slag is separated out from this side, that is impurity. The molten iron is taken out as required. This iron is called pig iron. This iron is called pig iron, and this is the method by which we can separate iron metal from iron ore. And this is the extraction of iron process. Now we extract another metal in next segment, next class.